George ended up taking the loss, and I'm sure that hurt, and he's expecting a lot more out of himself in this start here today.
Now at the plate, Matt Duffy, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The first baseman, Matt Duffy.
First pitch on its way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, Dero, it's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it 1-2. And we'll have summer sun in abundance this afternoon. 95 degrees at first pitch. Still 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Nope. To 2 balls. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box now, Cole Tucker. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And he won't take any chances on that one as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike. 1 out, nobody on. In there, and it's 0-2 now. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's
really the 2-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
the main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Into the box, Kevin Newman. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Looking to at least put the ball in play here this inning. Called strike 0-2. And it's fouled away.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
A little roller toward the hole. There to get it is Kendrick. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. And now the O's will get their first crack at it. No score. Freddie Peralta gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, in a day and age where we don't see very many complete
Julian Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Orioles, the center fielder, Julian.
This afternoon, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. The 1-0. Grounded back up the middle. And this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. Into right field, that's a base hit. And this will get all the way to the wall now. He'll get it into second. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
Might have had the hit run on right there because he was definitely moving on the pitch, so he's able to cruise home all the way from first after the guy at the plate does his job and gets good one on a pitch for a double.
Settling in now, Trey Mancini. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First delivery to him on the way. No one out with a runner at second. The bouncer to the left side. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And that's out number 1. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Dero, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and they're frustrating to watch at times because they ground into the most double plays in the league. You want to talk about a pitcher's best friend. You finally get a guy on first base, and you're coming unglued first pitch down below the knees, grounding into a double play and bailing everybody out. I need better approaches out of this lineup today.
Brantley leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. One ball and 2 strikes to count. Working for the punch out and the offering. Misses, ball 2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
So now Carlos Santana, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Santana hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, you could throw out batting average when you're working with an OPS north of 800. This guy does damage and would be in my lineup every day of the week.
2 balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Back goes Hayward. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Orioles get a run on the RBI double. We'll head to the top of the second, and Baltimore is off to a 1-0 lead. New inning set to get underway, and the left-handed hitting outfielder Gregory Polanco bats next.
Gregory Polanco.
First pitch on its way. Here comes the 0-1. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul ball. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Well, as we mentioned in the top of the broadcast, the Orioles have their sights set on a series sweep here today.
These teams don't match up all that often, but due to interleague, they get a chance to play this season, and it's really difficult to sweep a team in a three.
And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove.
That is it. The third baseman, Colin Moran.
At the plate now, Colin Moran. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. The average at 284 to begin play. 11 home runs, 27 driven in. 0-1 count and the pitch. Now a chopper to first, might only get one. One there on to first, and it's a well-turned 3-6-1 double play, and quickly there are two gone.
That's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ball to first and then hustles his way over to the bag to help him wrap up the tough 3-6-1 double play.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point. Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one. And that misses. 2-1.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
Now the 2-1 is taken, ball three.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
He loses him on ball four. Stepping in, Adam Frazier, man at first after the two-out walk. From the stretch. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there is any intent behind that.
You always want to see the curve break a lot, but this one breaks a little bit too much, comes all the way across the plate and nicks the batter.
Coming in for his first at-bat, Leury Garcia, and he's swinging a pretty hot bat coming in. Hits in each of his last 7 games. Looking to wiggle out of this, here it is. And that's by him, it's 0-1. Swing and a liner. Oh, and he misses it.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Jacob Stallings is at the plate as he watches ball one. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. At 2-0 now.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Orioles out to an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. The 2-1 pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run is scored. And the second run will score as well.
Hey, Dan, batter drives in 2 right there to give his team the lead. This looks like it's going to be a little bit back and forth. As a pitcher, how do you stop the bleeding?
Now, the one thing you have to do is just concentrate all you can to try to get that first hitter out of each inning. This has the makings like this is going to be one of those seesaw affairs.
So now to the plate, Matt Duffy. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The Orioles had a lot of success at the plate yesterday, a double-digit hit total as a team, so they'd like to make that happen again as they go for the sweep.
When you're playing as well as this team is right now, they've got them right where they want them. They're only down 1 early in this one, and when you've won a couple of games in a row already, you have that feeling you can certainly come back and win this one.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
He's set. The 3-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Softly hit out to short. And this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. On now to the bottom of the second. Pirates on top, 2-1. Here's Howie Kendrick to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June.
Howie Kendrick.
First pitch on its way. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Swing and a line drive. Foul. The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Set to deal on 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. Well, there's only a 1-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
Anthony Santander the next to bat. Swinging it well so far in this series. He's 3 for 9. Ready. Here's the first offering. In the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home is a fastball that misses.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Now the 2-0. Is offered at and missed for the first strike. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
In now, Jorge Alfaro, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Enters play here at 279. 9 homers and 28 RBIs. 1-1.
Oh, 1 strike.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Garcia is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Hunter Alberto.
So striding forward now, Hanser Alberto, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Bat explodes as this is popped up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Orioles. They're down 2-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cole Tucker. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
Here it comes, 1-0. Hit hard to the right. Foul. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. The 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Striding into the box, Kevin Newman. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. It's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
First offering on its way. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Two balls and no strikes to the Bucks DH.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
The 2-0 on the way. Gregory Polanco will be next. Here it is, the 3-0. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Digging in to try it again, Gregory Polanco. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
No offer at that one. It's a cold strike. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Fastball called for strike 2. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And that's a fair ball as it'll head toward the scoreboard. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is a reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
At the plate, Colin Moran. Lined hard toward right center. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third, and it's a 4-1 game.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
So coming to the plate, Jason Hayward. He drew a walk his first time up. From the belt, the pitch.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
This would seem like an easy RBI situation. 2-0 count, runner in scoring position, but you have to know there's an open base, and he might be pitching around you.
Now a swing, and this ball is crushed straight away center field. Into the bleachers and gone. A 2-run home run that time for Jason Hayward. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Yeah, with 1 out and a runner on third, he just wanted to lift one to the outfield to move across the run. But he does a heck of a lot more than that by lifting it right over the fence.
Now batter.
So here's Adam Frazier.
Adam.
As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1.
This is a situation where you almost have to play mind tricks on yourself if you're out there on the mound. 4 runs have come across already this inning, but now the bases are empty. He's not in danger anymore, so he's just got to tell himself he's doing fine, and he just needs to get this inning over with.
Count now a ball and a strike. Lifted down the line in left. Sano into foul territory, and this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2 towards second. And that's the second out.
The center fielder, number 28, Leori Garcia.
Digging in the switch hitter, Leori Garcia, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
And this one runs up high, ball 1.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
The 1-0 home. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
The 2-0 on the way is looked at for the first strike. Now the 2-1. Line drive to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Now here comes the Oriole manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Tyson Ross is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Tyson.
Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. The 0-1 pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's in at second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Matt Duffy. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. This change for the Orioles. Now playing third base, number 1, Jose Iglesias. This change for the Orioles. Now playing shortstop, number 49, Richie Martin. Your attention, please. This change for the Orioles.
Stepping in now, Matt Duffy. He grounds it sharply to third. And the throw is off target there, so he'll reach first base safely.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Stepping in, Cole Tucker, and their runners at the corners now. First pitch on its way. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Popped him up. Charging in is Santander. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Bucks out in front, 7-1.
Welcome back. The Orioles are set to hit here in the 3rd inning, and hit is something they've done very well this season. Entering the day, they're among the best teams in the league in avoiding the strikeout. I asked one coach about that earlier, and he said it's not something they harp on too much with the players, but they do have a lineup full of guys who want to compete on every pitch and who have great bat-to-ball skills. He added, not every team is so lucky to have that kind of makeup. Guys?
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Into the box now, Julian Hernandez. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
The 0-1. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit down the line at first, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. A full count now for the Orioles center fielder. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Here's Michael Brantley. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. Oh, and 2, here it comes.
The count is 1.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
So here's Trey Mancini as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Mancini now.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They're down 7-1. Digging in, Kevin Newman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
0-1 the count. Fly ball out toward left center field. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
The left fielder, number 25.
Here's Gregory Polanco as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. The 1-0.
Too high.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Colin Moran.
Digging in now, Colin Moran. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, the pitch. And that misses ball one.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
The 1-0.
Ball.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Has a look, now the pitch. Hit hard to third. To second for one. On to first, and it's another double play. They're second in the first 4 innings as that one will retire the side. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Leading off the inning, Jose Iglesias, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Outside.
Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.